this. Pleasure in inviting Sarah GOulding, the council at AusAID. Sarah has been very passionate about some of this work that we are doing in Fiji and also in the Pacific region. See, this week I saw again on another project speaking on TV, so it's becoming a TV icon as well. Pleasure to invite you, Sarah.
Chief Statistician, Bureau of Statistics, Permanent Secretary, Regional Development, and Dr. Reddy from Fiji National University, other distinguished guests and presenters, ladies and gentlemen, namaste. Well, it's a great pleasure to be here today, and as we just heard from Permanent Secretary, we have a great opportunity ahead of us to make the most of a really important report, and it is a great pleasure for us to be here and to be part of this discussion. Understanding the prevalence and dynamics of poverty is an essential task for those that are passionate and engaged in national development. And so accordingly, what the Bureau of Statistics is doing with the regular survey and analysis of poverty, that becomes our critical tool, as PS has said, the crucial evidence for that task. Because it's with this information, this evidence, that sound, robust, credible evidence, that those that are of us that are involved in decision making and delivery of services at the national level, the divisional level, the local level, from government, from the private sector, from development partners, can actually make informed decisions, set priorities, and importantly frame our efforts to address this really critical issue. So we can make sure that all of our resources are focused on addressing poverty for those who are beyond the basic needs poverty line. The Bureau of Statistics, in the conduct of the 2008-9 Household Income Expenditure Survey, have led again an important survey gathering evidence on poverty in Fiji. The integrity of the survey itself, the credibility of the survey process, the professionalism and the commitment of the enumerators, and all of those survey respondents absolutely highly commended. Professor Nasi, in his painstaking work preparing and cleaning the data, and then preparing both the preliminary report and now this full report, has been able to draw out some of the major findings and details from the survey data and really turn it into a tool for us that are keen to use this data and in an accessible form. This third workshop this week, convened by the Bureau of Statistics with the Fiji National University, is a great opportunity for us to discuss these findings here in the West, where we know that poverty is a really important issue in the community. And then in the North, where we know from the report that the depth of poverty is the greatest in the country. And then at the national level in Suva. These discussions are a great opportunity for us to disseminate the results of this survey. This is not something that needs to sit on the shelf. This is something that should be a tool, as PS has said, that we use to guide our decisions and our investments, to make sure that we're doing the right things in the right place, focused on the right people. We've got a great and very broad cross-section of presenters who are bringing a range of different dimensions and understandings of what issues related to poverty are about. They are issues that relate to macroeconomics. There are issues that relate to health, they relate to education, they relate to social welfare. So we have a great opportunity to look at all of those different dimensions of poverty, the dynamics of poverty in Fiji, trends and issues, and talk about how we can address it effectively. So obviously a tool like this is really about addressing the challenge of poverty in Fiji and requires all of us to put ourselves to work together and to collaborate. We are all partners on this journey. For those people that are in Fiji and they're living below the basic needs poverty line, and for those people that have got resources in their household that are below the food poverty line, then they really need us to take this seriously and to make the most of the opportunity. This data really exhorts us to take action and to commit to harnessing our resources to address it.
So from the perspective of the Australian Aid Program, we're really pleased to have had the opportunity to provide the support to the Bureau of Statistics for this analysis and for other analysis that was done last year. The World Bank and the Bureau of Statistics have produced the maps of poverty, correlating the highest data with the census data. They're really important tools for us to use. But we also have a serious commitment to work with partners in Fiji on this issue, whether it's in the areas where Australian Aid Program is working with health, it's in education, or it's in economic opportunities and community resilience. As you'll hear during the day, health and poverty have a really important relationship. In order to be able to contribute to the economy, you have to be well. There's a real intersection between how healthy you are, your access to health services, and poverty. Our assistance in the Ministry of Health is really looking at how we can do that. One of the exciting things I think that we're being able to do with the Ministry is work with all of the subdivisional hospitals to make sure that they've got their facilities are mother and baby safe. So that at that subdivisional level, people have got that access to health services. But we have to go further, as this report exhorts us to do. We actually have to get out into communities itself. And so the Ministry has asked us to work with them on revitalising the community health worker network. So you've actually got people working in villages, in communities, in settlements, watching what's going on in their local community and encouraging people to access healthcare. So that's one area where ourselves as a development partner are working with the Ministry of Health in Fiji to take this kind of results and analysis forward. I'm happy to talk to other people during the day. I'm really keen to be part of the discussions with all of you, to hear the different perspectives that are brought out. And we'd just like to commend everybody for taking the time out to come from your really busy schedules. And I trust that you have a really interesting day. Bina kamalero.